Yeah, what are your thoughts on the expulsion of Maria Agard from the Barbados Labour Party?
I think it's a very unfortunate situation that we witness in Barbados. I believe that what you have seen within the ranks of the Barbados Labour Party is an assault on a youthful politician, somebody who represents, in my view, women and young people. I believe that it is a sad reflection on what democracy means within the Barbados Labour Party. And I think that in politics we have to do everything possible to encourage the rise of youth and youthful individuals. So I believe that what has happened does not argue well for that particular regard. And it is really a sad reflection on democracy in Barbados. I believe that we've seen an assault on the right to speak, free speech. And I believe and I hope that it really does not represent what we are doing within politics in Barbados. I think politics in Barbados has to reflect the reality of what we try to teach our young people. We want to encourage as many people as possible to be involved in politics and to see it as part of a national contribution and not to be cut short in terms of what we teach our people. We teach our people that we have a live constitution which guarantees certain rights and certain responsibilities. And what I see happening is really a backward step in that regard.
And do you believe, I heard you speak last time Parliament met, I think that was the 17th, that because her association with you and hosting a constituency event was deemed as, or a Christchurch event was deemed as one of the things working together with the opposition, the government and the opposition working hand in hand. Do you believe politicians from both sides of the divide should be willing to do this?
Well, I don't believe that that kind of collaboration represents an evil thing, as what I see has been made out to be. I think it's a very healthy thing when we can come together at appropriate times and act in the interest of the community. I believe at the end of the day we are in politics to represent the wider interests of Barbadians, and if it is that a community wishes to put aside partisanship and to entice and to encourage representatives to come together in the interest of the broader community, then I believe that that ought to be encouraged. I think that there's a time and place for politicking, there's a time and place for electioneering, but at the end of the day we have to be able to build a Barbados that reflects not only our forefathers in terms of their aspiration for unity and community togetherness, but we can't on the one hand preach community togetherness. We can't be talking about getting rid of violence in all of its forms and not show as parliamentarians outside of election that we can get together in the interest of the community. So that's where I stand. I stand as a Barbadian in the interest of the wider good of Barbados, and wherever there's an opportunity to take that mission forward, I'm very happy to do that. I believe that both parliamentarians from all sides of the House have to be able to put aside partisanship at times. We attend events at times together, and that, you know, it's really sad when you could see that kind of collaboration as representing a backward step. I thought it was an opportunity to push a particular agenda. But where does that leave politics? Where does that leave encouraging young people, and in particular young females, in terms of getting involved in politics? And on the one hand, we talk about we need to get more women involved in politics, but on the other hand, you seek to cut them down because they dare to have a different opinion. I believe we have to find avenues in Barbados for differences of opinion. And that differences of opinion does not mean that you are, you know, on a particular mission to destroy. We have to encourage differences, and we have to mold differences in a way that move us forward in terms of developing our country. So I think that when you have anything that destroys that, I think we have to stand up as a country and denounce it wherever it appears.